Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to Joe Boo's Day Job. I'm Mark Holmes here with my electrician and helper extraordinaire. I want to actually teach you guys something. One of the biggest mistakes that happens is people will go through, they'll pick out some really beautiful tile and things like that, and they'll get somebody to install it, or you'll pick out some great carpet, and you'll end up forgetting about the stuff that's underneath of it. And understand what you do underneath tile or carpet is more important than the actual topping that goes on there. Now, you have to be careful sometimes with some contractors. Some contractors, the bottom line is you want to get in and you want to get out and you want to make as much money as possible. And some of the jobs, there may not be a lot of money on the job, so people will skim. And see, here's the thing. Listen to me very, very carefully, because this is really important. See, if you're a contractor and you have to put down tile and you come in and you need I need some thin set, right? Okay, so you see, hey, custom blend, that's $5.80. Then you see VersaBond, $13.70. Okay, then you see mortar, $14.80. Then you see mortar white, $18. You see porcelain tile mortar mix, $22, right? And then you get down here, all of a sudden you see some Flexibond that's $32. Now, if you're a contractor and you're trying to make some money, which one you gonna get? Are you trying to save some money, or are you trying to do the job right? Because here's what happens. Unfortunately, a lot of contractors will go through and they'll buy this custom blend mortar. Here's the problem. If you look at the bag, for insulation over concrete floors, mixed with thin set mortar admix for higher bonding strengths. So yeah, it's $5.80 for this bag, but if you do not buy that ad mix to go in there, I'm going to tell you right now, that this stuff will basically crumble within a year and the tiles will come up. And each type of mortar is for a different application. This is a great general use VersaBond. This stuff will stick to really well to concrete and things like that. But if you're doing something, and I don't recommend doing it, if you're going over plywood, don't do it. Get some cement board. But if you're going to do that, then you want to go ahead and get the Flexibond, because that actually will stick to anything, and that will help lock the floor together. It's $32 for the bag, but I got to tell you, if you have a floor that has some movement in it, there's a little bounce in it, a little bounce in the floor, you want to use the Flexibond, because it will literally lock the stuff together. You'll get the stuff on your hands and it'll literally stay on it for a couple of days. And that's the difference, that you got to make sure that whoever does the work, one other thing too, you end up having the mortar, the porcelain tile mortar. If you have the bigger tiles and things, you need to use the porcelain mortar. It's a little different for like the granite, the porcelain tiles and things like that. So you got to make sure that you don't just say, I'm going to save some money, because that $20 you might save in the mix could cost you a whole floor later on. And make sure, don't put it on plywood. Don't ever put the stuff on plywood. Get yourself the cement board, screw it down every 8 inches, and put adhesive underneath of it. It's better to do the job right than it is to have to come back and do it again. All right, Mike, can we get the bag of the porcelain tile right here, the mortar mix right here? Bag of that, and we are on to the job. Oh, and same thing also too, when you're dealing with carpet, get good carpet padding. Because here's the thing with carpet padding. You can end up having cheap carpet on great padding and it feels wonderful. But you do the reverse of that, you put great carpeting on cheap padding, it's gonna feel like cheap carpeting. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. We out of here.